Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. You know, this pisses me off. This is what pisses me off. This is why I call it Tales Unlimited. I keep coming up with tales I'll never have time to properly tell. I mean, I guess I'm putting in the bucket list the dream that somehow, someday, I have like more money than I could possibly spend. And what I do with it is I hire people to write out some of these crazy podcasts that I do. And this is one of them right now. For you fantasy readers, or for you aspiring fantasy writers like I was when I was a wee boy. All right, a tale of a hero who is shamed by his people, shunned by his people because he ran away from a fight. He had good reason. He actually had to run. And by doing so, he saved lives, but his people shun him forever for cowardice, as they define it. But it's like, okay, we understand what you did, but you made us look bad, so damn you. As a matter of fact, we're going to curse you. Our gods will curse you now. And our gods say you shall never know peace. You shall always, like, not exactly immortality, but not even exactly like you you can't age. More like they amp him up so that anything you do to him, he heals. So he has a very, very long lifespan, even among, well, the fact that he is what he is. And then they send him off and he says, okay, you will never know peace. And your only chance of redemption is to earn it in the field of battle. And they give him twisted little powers. And the powers combined make him, oof, you don't want to run into this guy in a dark alley. He picks up a weapon, even a rusty blade. It becomes pristine in his hands as long as he holds it. Will cut through anything, practically indestructible. And if you're a certain type of mystical creature that can only be killed by a certain type of thing, this weapon is the exception. This thing will kill you too. So if you're a werewolf and only silver can kill you, this weapon will turn into silver. If you're a ghost and can only be killed by spaghetti and virgin hair, spaghetti and virgin hair will appear upon this weapon. But here's the cooler part. He has a secret lair. And anytime he picks up a weapon and turns it like a key in a lock, an invisible door opens and he can walk into his own lair. He travels the land, slaying monsters, saving lives, doing this, doing that, and etching a name like in any other fantasy series. But here's the difference. And here's why I want to write it, but I don't have time. And it would make one awesome movie. The lead in this story is a dwarf. No one ever does dwarfs. Why not? I say take it back for the dwarf man, right? I mean, dwarf's always the sidekick. It's always the bearded, loudmouth, brazen drunk. And don't get me wrong, dwarves are they're shown, nicely in these. I mean, Gimli and Bruenor, But I want to see a dwarf who just, okay, humans, you're my sidekicks. you're my bitches. Come with me. And this one dwarf, this is the dwarf who takes out dragons. This is the dwarf vampires run away from. This dwarf is like a bearded, and I mean knots on the beard, bald, because he lost his hairline in shame when he ran away. He has like a bald dwarf, so everyone knows it's you. He's an outcast. His own people will turn their backs at his presence and never talk to him, never help him, never anything, until the curse is lifted. And he goes off and he fights and he fights and he fights and he has fought for centuries. This is okay. Some people laugh at dwarves. Some people mock dwarves. Nobody in the known realms mocks this dwarf. They see him coming and they go, oh. And armies won't turn at his approach. What they'll really do is they'll just say, archers, kill that. Begin to retreat. Kill that. Kill it now. And the skies are filled with arrows. And the forces will consider, taking a day off, because when those arrows pop out of him, he won't go berserk or anything. He'll just rip out arrows until he gets so close to you. He comes within, weapons range, or worse, he grabs a bow and starts shooting them back. And an arrow from his hand is like an artillery round, because his weapons react to whatever threat he's fighting. So if he has to fight an army and he throws an axe at that army, it'll hit like a catapult and just smash whatever happens to be around it. This is a guy who can knock his way through a wall inside of 10 hits, no matter how thick the wall. This is a guy who could, yes, he could literally slay dragon with a couple of arrows, a hunter bow, couple of regular arrows off of anybody else's. It would bounce off dragon scale. His stuff turns into dragon's bane. It'll take him a bunch of shots. He'll be on fire. He'll heal from it. Dragon can eat him and swallow him. He'll punch his way out if he has a weapon. Otherwise, he's got to do it the hard way and squeeze the heart, rip it out, crawl through its vital organs, and just destroy it from the inside out. That's who this dwarf is. Not so much a legend, more like a walking curse. The Undertaker as a dwarf. Yes. Okay, I'm going to stop now. But someday I would love to pay somebody to write this bad boy out as a book series. Oh. All right. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. And this is just me waking up in the morning on tea. Please check out the website, talesunlimited.net. That's where the podcasts are. 2 of them come out every day. There's the Battery Daily Prompt and the Disturbing Thought of the Day. Also, there are book links. Hit the books. Why? Because if you like how I think, maybe you like how I write. Any of them will lead you straight to Amazon. They're available in ebook and in print. There is the Battery series, which is 200 writing prompts and a little wisdom on how to get into the writing game. So you want to write that great American novel and you keep screwing it up, like me back in the day, try Battery. Follow the system. Follow it deep. If you do, you'll be able to get into the business, selling books, making up their fan base, building it as you go before you even finish your first novel. And then there are the anthologies, 2 of them. Think New School Twilight Zone, 25 stories to a book. One is called Unheroic, the other is called The Book of Schemes. Now, what are they? Unheroic's about unlikely heroes saving the day. Something like, in the future, a bounty hunter is sent after a serial killer who wants to go into the past and kill, in his crazed mind anyway, an alien hive mind before it infects humanity. Because these people, these alien bastards, killed his family, or so he claims. So who's the hero in this? The psycho killer or the bounty hunter? And then, let's see. Book of Schemes is about schemes. Schemes. Crazy schemes, silly schemes, warp schemes. I'll go with crazy on this one. Pledge drive. What if you took Captain America, the Joker, combined them, and made this character female? She is called Odd Chicken. She is crazy. But she can also throw cars at you. So you got to be nice. And she comes up with a scheme where she kidnaps the world's most powerful heroes and holds a pledge drive. There's option A and option B. Option A, you donate money and you save the heroes. Option B, you donate money to kill the heroes. Of course, these are non-refundable pledges and they have to basically be wire transfers. Whoever gets the highest amount in the next few hours determines their fate. And normally there's a hero in the city that would stop them, but the hero's on vacation, so guess who has to stop this pledge drive? A sidekick. But not just any sidekick. Yeah, my stuff's a little bit different. And, iVillain. How could I almost forget iVillain? Novel series. 4 books so far. It's about Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in a suit. He lives in a city that is so corrupt that if you blew it off the map, you drop the global crime rate by 15%. Pillar City. Fun place. And he has the best mercs money can buy. The FBI uses him, Al-Qaeda uses him, the Vienna Boys Choir uses him, demons use him, individuals with money use him. Or if you have something else worthy to trade for his time and expertise. His people can do anything you need done. Saving, killing, good, bad, he doesn't care. Till one night, a job smells fishy, so he refuses, and things get bloody, and somebody gets killed who has very powerful friends. To not get killed himself, or start a war of sorts, Clyde says, okay, look, he had it coming. You know he had it coming, but I'll make amends. What do you need me to do to make this right? They give him 3 crappy choices, and he takes one choice. and it's called community service. He has to give up everything, his empire, his money, and he has to promise to fight crime every night. Now, no one's ever survived community service in this town. Um, Longest was 6 weeks, and they think he won't last a week because he's just a dude with a phone. And if you take away all of his minions, all of his money, he's nobody because apparently he has no past. Well, he buried his past very, very well. And as it turns out, he creates a new business because, well, heroes are basically almost extinct in this world. They're an endangered species. And he even helped when they had this mass slaughter called Clean Sweep. Well, now he's taking over the market of saving the world. And if you can threaten the global order, that means you probably have money, so you're worth killing. And if you don't have money, we'll kill you if you're threatening the global order. It's just, it's just the cost of doing business. But in most cases, these are rich, high-order villains. And he's coming to get you. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Until tomorrow.